Hey everyone, it's Coach Leo here. This video is going to be the first example video of a short little give and go video review series that I want to give you guys. Give and goes are really important as the players start to develop more passing skills and off-ball movement skills, which is what we covered last week. They're very, very good for creating space where there's no space, and also, I would say like a counter attack, for example. So I can just go ahead and play this example here that I made for you guys. So, obviously, like just like last video, this is the NESA side, right? It's the 5v5, just like we see at SO5 in the festivals, and this is just a kickoff scenario where we have the two midfielders and the two forwards and the goalie here. Okay, so right off the bat we have the pass, and so the second pass is going to be to the midfielder in this example, right? And we can start to see some pressure being created from the other team, right? So midfielder decides to take it wide where there's some space here. He wants to get away from the pressure from the forwards that are going to create, right? And so what he's doing here is he's starting off the give and go. So and by the way, they also call it the 1-2. So you can see the 1-2 or the give and go. They're both the same names for the same thing. So this first pass right here is what he's gonna start. So the give and go is kind of like a triangle, right? So you have 1, 2, and then 3. This would be like the third little triangle, like somewhere over here, right? So the way this works is the first pass is a give pass, right? The giver, the person that just passed the ball, has to make a run forward this way, like along anywhere this way. You could go here, or if he, in this case, he'd want to get away from the forward, maybe the little defender here, so he can go a little closer to the line here. So he'd make a diagonal run after making this. And number 11 here, the receiver of the give and go, has to hold the ball, and obviously a little bit away because he's getting some forward pressure here. So he might even just move backwards a little bit to help create a little more space and time for himself until he passes this ball, right? So we see, and that's exactly what he does. He drags the ball a little backwards to give himself a little more space, which gives him more time. And we have number 8 making the run over here. He starts off his little run, right? So that's the give, and now he has to go. He has to make a run forward, and he's got to wait for the right time. If he passes it right at him while he's running, it's going to create an awkward settle, or like it's much more ideal to have the pass passed in front of him, right? If he's running forward, you want that ball to go here. That way, as he's running, he can get to that ball. If you pass it to him right at him as he's running, it's going to create, it's going to slow down his momentum, and it's going to create some awkwardness for the trap here. So, and right about, so number 8 was right there. Right about when he's like parallel to you, like if he's right in front of you, right? This is a good time to release the ball now, because now you're getting some more pressure here, and it's a lot easier to play him just a simple pass here if he's right dead on with you, right there. Or, I mean, if you even want to do a smaller give and go, you can just do a straight pass there, and he just runs onto it, and now he can carry the ball. In this case, you can do either one. So in this case, we're waiting till number 8 is almost like parallel, like in front of us, right? And then we're gonna send this ball like right over here in this direction, right? So he can just run onto that, right? And that's exactly what we do. So now he traps the ball here. So what works is, I don't like to call these guys defenders. They do play a defensive role here, number 8 and number 6 here. However, when we play the 5v5s, I mean, you guys aren't really defenders too much. I call you guys midfielders because you guys can go up, drop back, take shots, you know. So in this case with the give and go, and it also works to confuse the other team as well, is we have the midfielder now who's going to initiate the attack. He's going to start dribbling forward. He's got all the space here, which means the forward has to take his spot, right? If number 8 goes on an attack, we're not going to follow him also, number 11, because if we do that, we're going to leave a big gap on the left side in case we get the ball taken away from us. So what he has to do is he's going to cover his position over here. Number 11 is going to cover the left defense, and number 8 is going to get to go on the attack for this one time, right? And that's exactly what's going to happen. So he now realizes that he's going forward. He's going to provide some coverage for him, and number 8 is going to take that dribble forward, right? From that give and go just created all that momentum. It also left the defense kind of off guard here, so now they're trying to compensate for that, right? And we have number 9 here who saw the give and go ahead of time, and now he's trying to act as a supporting role. So we have off ball movement here, right? And I'll go back so we can see the whole sequence again, right? Since I kind of slowed it down for everyone. So this is where we have the give and go. This is the give. He makes the run forward. He's going to give him that through ball, and he's going to take off, right? And we have number 9 now parallel with him, right? As trying to act as a supporting role for him, because hopefully we can get a shot here, and we caught the defenders kind of off guard here, right? So we're getting closer and closer to the goal. Number 9's in a great spot for a pass here. If they could squeeze this in, this would be a good opportunity. And that's exactly what happened. So now we've scored a goal off of that initial give and go here. So just one more time. This give and go created space where there was initially no space, right? It was kind of hard. So what it does is it caught them a little off guard because they didn't know what was kind of coming. They didn't know what to expect. And now we've got this dribble forward into a counter, and we've got some support from our other forward here to help turn this into a goal.